Hey everyone, this is Amaya Tala and I help people flourish in life. So, what a journey. Now I'm here back again once again in my regular recording for this YouTube channel. I took a long break. I did record some videos along the way while I was transitioning in my life, but it's been a while since I really have like a good space and time to really record, what I wanted to share with you all. And thank you for your patience. I haven't been very active in my posting, but as much as I can, I try to post regularly during Wednesday and Fridays, so that at least you can get something for your own blossoming, for your own flourishing. And I really have you in my heart and in my mind all the time. A lot of the things that I do from my passion is not just for me, it's actually for your own empowerment, because that is the world that I want to see. And I know that sharing my journey and sharing the lessons that I learned in my journey really impacts a lot of you. And when you are thriving, when you are blossoming and flourishing, all of us are going to be blossoming and flourishing. And so, we are all connected, even though I do stress getting in touch with yourself and with your own sacred design. I don't discount the fact that we are shaped by our community, that we are inspired, that we impact each one another, that we're not an island. We are a collection of different beautiful souls who are interacting with each other. And because of that, the more it is important that you get in touch with yourself, because the way you show up in the world affects other people. And that's why I emphasize that a lot. But definitely there's a balance between the two, with your inner world and the outer world. So yeah, that's just really, I'm just really passionate about that. And I'm really, really thrilled to be back, to actually just have a good space to do this with all of you and to continue our journey together. And I'm going to be sharing with you how I manifested my new life, my new chapter in life, and just updates about where I am and the lessons that I picked up along the way that I really am excited to share with you. But before that, let's do a show reel. I'm really inspired by Master Sri Akarshana. Oh my God, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But he has a show reel in his YouTube video, so I made one for mine. Mine is a little longer, but I hope you enjoy it. Show reel, please. All right, so today I want to share with you just an update about my transition. I think that my past vlogs have talked about my experiences in the Serpent Mound, and after that I decided to go to Austin, Texas to see what's going on here, because I saw many signs to go to this place. I haven't been to this place. I don't know anybody to this place, in this place. I know people who know people but those didn't work out. So yeah, I think I said in my other vlog that I did book 7 days in a camping, a park in Austin, just to see what it's all about. And to be honest, I didn't have money with me. I probably have like $50 in my pocket and in my account, and my money was just enough. Someone sponsored me to go here, and My money was just enough to book like a camping spot. I didn't have a tent. I didn't have money to buy that at that time because I've been moving around in different places. I didn't really have a regular source of, you know, income, because I have been focusing on learning as much as I can in this path. And I've been to the Philippines, I've been to Ifugao, you know, so it's like there wasn't really anything regular in terms of like the resources. But it's interesting how the universe gives me what I need at the moment that I need them. Like I never became hungry, I never starved, I was always given the resources that I needed at the time that I need them. So in a way, going to Austin, even though it sounds crazy to many people and to many of my friends, actually I was not that scared because of the experiences that I had in the past with the universe, with my spirit guides, that they always took care of me no matter what. Even if like I'm almost running out of like resources of money, the day that I need them, they always show up. It's interesting how I even got to this apartment, and I just had the right amount of money to pay for the first rent, and for food, just the right amount. And I actually have savings because I couldn't access like another account, so I'm ending up like saving money there, which is one of the intentions that I have. So I'm saving money, and I have all the good stuff that I need. I bought all of my beautiful things for my room. It's just from Dollar General, you know. But I'm manifesting my dream life through this stepping stone. And I realized that I don't really need, even though I have this vision of a dream life, the journey to get here has been very, very sweet. And I've had like my own apartment in the past when I was, you know, married, and also when I was going to school. I had my own apartment. I paid for that because I had a scholarship. In a way, I was independent before, but this apartment, even though this is just a bedroom one, and I'm sharing, you know, with other people. I'm sharing the kitchen with other people and the bathroom with another person. This type of independence is so much sweeter because of the journey leading up to here, and that I got here because I was living in my purpose. I am living in my purpose, and I am living with a very, very meaningful life. And the stories that I encountered, or that I imprinted in my life book, getting to here is so beautiful that it makes this space even more sweeter. And the symbolism or the representation of this room, and what I'm going to be doing, and what I'm going to be creating with myself and with other people in this space, is just so much more meaningful than in the past. And so it's interesting how the same thing, having a room that I've had in the past, the same thing in the past is experienced so much more differently because of a different way of being, because of different state of being, because of the different decisions that I made, different path that I took. And the feeling is so much richer and so much more fulfilling. And it's interesting how the very same thing can be very different. And I feel like it's the same thing with living on earth in general. Like a lot of us are living on the same place, but we experience living on earth very differently. And isn't it amazing how that is? Like we are all in the same freaking space, the same freaking universe, but we experience the universe so differently, and our lives are so much differently. And it just goes to show you the magic of earth, the power of earth, how earth is capable of giving people different experiences, different unique experiences. And that's coming from the bounty of earth. That reality is given by earth. And so this is my message for some light workers who feel so alienated in earth, and who feel like they almost want to escape Earth, or they're trying to do their work from a distance from Earth, not from Earth, or maybe just from 3D Earth, but just to recognize how Earth is a manifesting being that we can co-create and co-manifest with Earth, and how that that resources can be harnessed for a beautiful life on Earth. It may be material, it may be materialistic or mundane, but it can become sacred depending on your state of being, depending on your ascension, depending on your way of life, on your understanding of life, and how you ground that on Earth. And when you're able to ground that on Earth and inspire other people, it may be physical, but the physical is just a dense manifestation of the spiritual, is how I see it. And so it's a very good opportunity to experience the spiritual in a very, very amazing, wonderful way that we can actually touch and feel. And so this is a really, really big opportunity for a lot of us, and I just want to share that. But really, what I wanted to talk about was the journey to get here. And when I booked that camping spot with no tent, it's amazing how I thought I was going to go to LA because I was supposed to facilitate a workshop there. And so I stayed 1 week in that spot, right? And I ended up not going to LA because it didn't work out. For some reason, there's a misunderstanding with the person I'm talking to. What's amazing with that, because for 1 week I did not get any tents, because I thought this is like it's very warm in Austin, Texas, so I thought it's just going to be summer. It was almost summer at the time. I think it was transitioning from spring to summer. That whole week it didn't rain. I slept on the bench of the park of the picnic table. And later did I know, I just knew later on that there's some massive thunderstorms in Austin, Texas. And they're really, like, they can be very ferocious. But that whole week it didn't rain, and I slept on the bench, and it was really cold actually. And that's one, like, amazing thing that happened. The second amazing thing that happened is that there's a few people who were camping, like very few people. It's almost just me and the ducks and the birds. But for some reason, right next to me was this one person who has a tiny home, a beautiful, unique tiny home. I'll see if I can put the picture here. I'm not sure. I'm going to think about it, if I'm going to put the picture or not. And of all places that that person could have camped at, it was at that space right beside me. And at first, obviously, he didn't know me. We were strangers, so we were talking. Maybe we talked, like, just to be respectful, with neighbors and things like that. But then this person was really, really nice and hospitable, and I later found out that this person has been living in Austin, Texas for 20 plus years, but chose to live in that lifestyle in that way for many good reasons. And that person was very hospitable, and even gave me offered food, and even like the amenities that that person has in their tiny home, which is very, very nice. But I'm really fine with just Mother Earth. Yes, I did use some of the facilities that that person had. Like, I was able to charge my phone, my laptop with their generator at that time. And when the LA trip didn't work out, I think that was 4 days in probably when I was staying there, I asked this person, well, I guess I will not be going to LA. I guess I will be staying here in Austin, Texas, and I was wondering if that person knew any job that I can get, because I literally had nothing, and I need at least resources for food and for home. And that person helped me out. I think I stayed in that park for about 2 months total. And within that 2 months, I got maybe 4 job offers. But I took 2, but I ended up with just 1 because it was just too much. The other one was too much. And I was able to find a bedroom apartment in 2 months. Like, what are, the odds of finding an apartment in 2 months is very low, like anywhere you go, because they're usually packed, and especially in a city like Austin, Texas, because there's a lot of demand. But I found one, and within 2 weeks, and I had like money to pay for the rent. I had money for food in 2 months. I mean, 2 months. And this person helped me out, and there's a lot of other people who were just there supporting me. Not a lot, but there's a few people who was there supporting me. A lot of them in the same path and journey as I am. Now that 2 months was not smooth. That transition was quite, it was in a rough waters. And I did record a video that where I shared the lessons learned and the wisdoms I applied to be able to navigate rough waters, and it's in my tending circle. So if you are interested in that, sign up for my tending circle, and the information is in the description box below. I would love for you to know how that is, especially if you're in the same path as that. But navigating that water was like both made me stronger and made me and it tested what I'm really made of, and it tested the lessons that I've learned in the past chapters of my life. And it's interesting how even though it was rough waters, I was so calm for the most part within myself that I saw the beauty in that chapter. And I appreciated that chapter. It wasn't a chapter of struggling, although part of it was, but it was a chapter of reckoning. It was a chapter of strength. And I really reveled in watching myself just navigate that chapter with so much grace and strength that I was aware of that. And that awareness was just a gift. And I was able to enjoy Mother Earth. I was able to enjoy being in nature because I was just living in a tent the whole time. And I was so protected. There was one time I broke my tent. I broke like part of it. And then I was given a replacement pole by one of the other campers. Like, how taken care I was amazing and wonderful. I was living the life in that park. Honestly, I had a shower with warm water. I was in vacation, actually. And other people in that same situation would have panicked and would have complained a lot. But I saw the gems in that experience. And I was able to create my show reel during that chapter. And that show reel was, to me, was good. And I was able to take pictures of me really flourishing and blossoming. And how can you really flourish and blossom in a trying times like that when you're homeless? I was homeless. Let's just say it. I was homeless. But it's possible, because when you are working with spirit, when you are working with the universe, when you've done a lot of work within yourself and know your power and your strength, honestly, anything is possible. And I mean, given the chapter that you're in, given like where you're at in your life, a lot of things are possible. A lot of trajectories in your timeline is possible. So I think what I really learned in that journey that I want to share here in this video is how a lot of things are possible. I think that's really, and how amazing it is to see life unfold and manifested to up to this point, and how the universe can make that happen for us when we do the work, when we know when we have the skills to be able to do that, co-create that with the universe. And I do teach that in my tending circle, in my one-on-ones, if you are interested. But I'm trying to see what else I can share with you. The trust and the surrender, the letting go is very, very important, because it helps you get in that energy of just calm and staying focused in where you want to go as well is very important, so that your energy stays aligned. When your energy stays aligned, no matter what's happening around you, your ship, your energetic ship, is gonna keep going to where you want to go. And I arrived where I want to go, and this is one of my stopping points. You know, this is not my final destination. I don't think there's ever going to be a final destination, but this is one of the stops I want to go to, and I'm so happy I made it, and I'm so happy with the journey. So enjoy the journey, enjoy where you are, and no matter where you are, it may not apply to everyone. Obviously, some people really, really have it rough, but for some people, this can apply, where you can really find the gems and be aware of the beauty of the chapter that you're in, so that you'll be able to first enjoy that chapter, and second, be propelled to the next chapter in your life, and really savor that in a very, very wonderful way, because of the very state of being that you're in, right? So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you all, and I hope that you got one thing or two from this sharing. If you did, please put them in the comments section. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear where you are in your journey and how you are navigating it. And if you want to be in a good space, a good sacred space, while you are transitioning, or while you are in your journey, our tending circle is open for you. We do support each other in that space, and I do give more tools specific to your, to your circumstances. It's a group setting, so it depends on who shares. But when someone shares, obviously, most of the time, other people can relate, and other people can learn something from that. And I also do one-on-one if you want a more specific, personalized journeying with me through this life, and through your unfolding, through your flourishing and blossoming. I do have a lot of offerings. They're all in the description box below, and I would love to help you, and I would love to be part of your journey. So with that, thank you for listening, and I may also connect in this video the footage that I recorded where it was just raw. I just got here in my apartment, and how I felt during that time. So I hope you enjoy, and you have a great day. I love you all, and I wish you all the blessings and all the wonderful things in your life, and I pray and hope and wish that you have a blessed, wonderful present moment in your journey. Till next time, namaste.